Alright guys, what a wonderful new year. In true UK fashion, it is pissing. So I hope you all had a good new year. Happy New Year to you all. What are we on? 4th, isn't it? Is it the 4th? No, it's the 3rd. 4th tomorrow. I'm back at work tomorrow. So usual stuff. I'm just heading into town. Not getting much. I think it's going to be takeaway tonight actually. Don't fancy much. I did a massive New Year dinner. 2 meats, and Yorkshire puddings, and all the usual trimmings of roast veg and fresh veg. And I was feeding. What was I feeding? 6 adults and 2 children. And it was a nice dinner. Had a good time. So I had a bit of red wine to go with it and that. Yeah, it was most enjoyable dinner too. So I hope you all had a good dinner, or at least had a good day anyway, even if you didn't eat a lot. But yeah, I mean, you know, just sort of, we've had 2 good dinners close to each other, because I did I think, yeah, we've eaten quite a bit anyway, which most people do over Christmas and New Year, I suppose. But yeah, I'm just off to go and pick up a few bits. Like I say, I think it's going to take away tonight, because we've got 2 of the grandkids staying, I think. And I only say I think. As far as I know, I've got 2 granddaughters staying. So, bit backward laning. So yeah, I was sort of hoping to do some videos today, but it's sort of, I've got 3 that I want to do in the car. Just some quick videos. A couple of them are just to tag on to, no, 2 are reviews, one's to add on to an unboxing, just a short usage video and what have you. And then I've still got another review in the house, and a couple of unboxings too, maybe 3 unboxings, something like that, I'm not sure. So I've still got a few bits to do actually. It's just getting back into the swing of creating the time to do them. We didn't go out New Year's Eve. We haven't done for years. It's just too difficult for the wife these days. Too much pain for her. So we tend to basically stay in. I haven't drink. The wife doesn't drink anymore. Really, she'll have the occasional tipple, but doesn't really touch it. It just interferes with her meds too much. So you know, I'll maybe have a glass of wine, a couple of beers, you know, that sort of thing. We usually watch. We just watch some general TV, although it tends to be a bit crappy on New Year anyway. You might have a classic movie on later, but we tend to wait until late on. Watch Jules Holland's Hootenanny. I remember Jules Holland, of course, back in the day when he did the tube and that. I used to love that. And as soon as that's chimed in the new year, we usually turn over and just catch the fireworks in London. Which this year, weren't they bright? Can you imagine if that would have been amazing if they'd sort of caught it from the ISS or something like that, you know, sort of like a closer way. As close as it could have done of London. I'm pretty sure it must have shown up. I mean, that ending to it was such a huge. I mean, it just whited out the TV screen nearly. You know, the whole sort of. I mean, about 2/3 of the TV screen must have just been brilliant white. It was pretty amazing, really. I suppose you get a slight sour thought from it, because you think of all those homeless people and the amount they've spent on those bloody those fireworks. You know, I mean, the cost of that, it must have been absolutely bloody horrendous. but it is impressive to watch nevertheless. But like I say, it does get tainted by those thoughts occasionally. You know, some people don't think that way, others do. You know, it's just one of those things. So yeah, what have I got to pick up anyway? I've got to pick up some milk. My wife wants some more Head and Shoulders. I'm only picking up a few little bits and pieces. What she want? Oh, she fancied a vanilla slice, so I'm going to see if they've got any of those in. What else? Oh, I've got to pick up some clove oil or something, you know, the tooth stuff for my son's missus. I'm going to drop that in on the way home. So she's obviously got toothache. Yeah, I remember back in the day, what was it? Because nowadays you get either clove oil or, God, I can't remember the name of the other one that's just like it. But I remember back when I was a kid, when my mum used to put it, you know, she'd always have a bottle for us. And I remember it was called tooth tincture. And I don't know whether it was the same thing or a slightly different mix or what, you know. But I mean, basically it's just an oral anaesthetic, isn't it, that just helps ease the pain. I used to like the taste of it, to be honest. But yeah, if you got it on your tongue, it turned your tongue numb as bloody hell, like. But yeah, I used to like it. It's bloody miserable, this weather, I tell you. But so, New Year. Have any of you made resolutions? I haven't. I never do. Because you just end up breaking them anyway. My resolution is always not to make a resolution. That way, if I break it, it doesn't matter. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's just one of those old traditions, isn't it? Making resolutions that some people stick to. The only dark-haired stranger that walked into my house at midnight on New Year was me. I went out to the shed and came back in. I did have some silver in my pocket, but I wasn't carrying a lump of coal. That's what you're supposed to have in here, across the threshold. It's good luck. Your first person across the threshold is a dark-haired stranger carrying silver and a piece of coal. Silver's for prosperity and the coal's for warmth, I believe, or something like that. It's something like that anyway. But some of these old traditions are quite interesting, and I've parked in a bit of oh no, I'm alright. I usually park here, and it's sort of like, what happens is you come in and you see this big gap and you think, oh, I'll park there, and then you realise when it's chucking it down, people avoid this spot because there's a massive puddle builds up right next to this wall here. There's a wall in front of me that just the back of Tesco's and the loading bay is just behind it, and it always collects here. I don't know whether there's any drains in there that are blocked or whether it's just got no drains at all, but it's yeah, it's amusing how I always end up getting that spot. So anyway, I'll catch up in a bit, guys. Whew, back. I just went off to get a pizza. So it was a large pizza for, oh, a chip. Got a big ham pizza and some chips for the little ones, like for the two granddaughters. My wife's having what do you call it, doner meat and chips, and I'm having my usual stuffed crust. So yeah, that's mine. Peace has just started to rain because of that. It was a little bit pandemonium before, but yeah, I'm just keeping it short anyway, guys, because you know, not a lot's going on. Next week hopefully will be a little bit better. Back to reality tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to in a way. It's nice to get back to normality, really. So you know, so I'm sort of looking forward to that in a way, really. But in other ways, you know what it's like. It's nice to have the break, but you know, it can drag. So anyway, with that, guys, that's what happens when you've had too long off work. With that, guys,
I'm going to sign off here. I will catch you all. I've just heard a noise or something. I've still got water on my glasses. I will catch you all next weekend. So do have a good first week back at work. And the kids are coming out of the toilet. So see you next time. Cheers, guys. See you.